And if it was typically, there would be a pretty girl over here that I could put my arms around.
Okay.
But we got no pretty girl. Don't have you. You got to operate all this equipment.
That's true. I do. Somebody's got to. What year did you shoot that deer?
57,
Yeah.
1957.
Well, yeah.
And it's still in perfect shape. Normally they don't last that long,
No.
especially shuffling around as much as we have.
Yeah, because you would have shot that before you went in the Air Force.
Yeah,
So that would have.
that other one, big one there, that's from Abilene. Well,
Comparatively.
it's all relative.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
comparatively.
don't remember what year it was I hunted in Abilene. Actually, I don't think that's the deer I shot.
Oh, you think it's somebody
I
else's
sent
deer?
it to the taxidermist, and that's the one he gave me back. That looks much better. Yeah, usually I talk about my life and how it's been so different here lately.
How's it different?
It's all started there at the Greenville Hospital and gone downhill from there. I should have permanent parking spot at Lake Point. I've been there so many times.
I agree with that.
Last year, 10 visits. That's a lot of times to visit a hospital. But I guess that's what happens when you have to go in for surgery so much. They start with the big toe and end with all the toes. Now I can't count to 15.
It's true. It's a true story.
And that's only on one of my good days. From way back to school days. I can remember things back then.
What's the
Okay.
earliest? What's the earliest thing you can remember?
I remember having trouble with other guys. I only had one girlfriend in high school. And her parents made her quit seeing me.
What was Grandma like when you were growing up?
Oh, her and Daddy was always bickering about something. Mama wanted to work. Daddy didn't want her to work. So she worked anyhow. And it was a good thing because after he died, the little bit that she made working at a small convenience store, not a convenience, she worked at a Perry's, and she was happy doing that. Being happy don't pay the bills. Don't pay the bills.
I know she never got a driver's license.
No, she never had a driver's license. She either had Daddy take her someplace or walked. We live right across the railroad tracks from town, so it wasn't far to walk. Unless there was a train on the tracks, then she had to walk.
I guess the only way to get to town then is to go down and go under that bridge, huh? The only way to town then would have been to go down and go under the bridge.
No, she'd go down the front street there, and then up across the tracks and then back.
But she was in trouble if there was an active train.
Not me, I just crawl through the train and go to town. The railroad didn't like much of my idea, but
Sure it didn't. What was Grandpa like?
yeah, there was quite a few trains came through.
That was Grandpa's favorite thing, was to stand out there and count the train cars.
Yep. I'd like to add the number of cars, or $1 for each one of the cars that he counted. Some of the trains were long, but nothing like they got today. Those trains down in Terrell, shoot, some of those that come through there are 3 times longer than what they ever had in Yoakum. It's changed so much. Everything has changed so much. All you had to do was get a hunting license and go hunting. Now you gotta have a hunting license, instruction license, and everything. And for fishing, you gotta know what kind of fish you're gonna catch, know what kind of license to get, which is stupid. How are you supposed to know what you're gonna catch before you catch it? Leave it to the politicians, they'll screw up every time. You're gonna have to get it, some of this.
Okay.
But, no, I enjoyed fishing back when I was growing up. You went out to the river or the little creek and caught whatever you could catch and take it home and eat it. Now you're scared to take anything home and eat it. You don't know what all that fish is ate. No, everything has changed for the worse. And it's not only changed for the worse, it keeps going downhill. Keeps going downhill. But I wish he could have a direct line rather than a party line. Then I can go right straight to him and say, okay, let's get this show on the road. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait till he decides. I should have been gone long before 86 years, especially now. Can't work. Can't do nothing. Except sleep. And there's lots of people out there working that wish they could sleep. They can't sleep. It's very hard. You think it's wonderful when your better half dies, you got the house all to yourself. You do whatever you want to. But you don't have anybody to do it with. And that's hard. Me, I need a female to be with me. It's hard. It's very, very hard. my way of thinking, I should have gone first and Mary second, but that wouldn't have worked either. She wouldn't have been able to take care of herself. And I hate to see her in a rest home. She wouldn't have known what was going on or nothing. So, in all, it ended up best. I'm not doing a very good job of taking care of me, but that's known as life. Life. This is a best opportunity, or not necessarily opportunity, but best reason to have a big family. Then they can't all die and go off and leave you. But we'll make it. We'll make it till we either run out of money or run out of time. Hopefully we've run out of time first. It's hard.
So there's something I've never heard you talk about,
What?
David's death.
No. That was hard. I know it was a lot harder for Mama than it was for me. But I didn't really get to say that much because he never got out of the hospital. I guess if you look at it though, he's the lucky one. He didn't have all the sorrow and stuff for this good old world. Good world. Ain't nothing about it good. I haven't ever been back. I couldn't tell you where his grave is. I know it's in Wrestland there. And then in the infant section. But that's all I know. That's all I want to know.
I remember as a kid.
Uh-huh.
So I remember as a kid that we would go once a year, and you and Mama would get out, and we weren't allowed to get out of the car. That's the only thing I remember about it.
It's important.
Was it harder to lose him or to lose Steve?
So hard. Yeah. I guess the worst I've had is that 6 weeks of rehab. It's some of those days seem like a week. There's quite a few nights that I sit up all night. Sit up all night. Ah. I don't know of anything else. Well, it's probably not long before home health will be down to one day a week or less than that. I won't get to see Wendy at all. But it don't matter, I don't guess.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why doesn't it matter? Because I know that you count on her coming.
Yeah,
You look forward to it.
I know. I love her coming, but that's all I can do.
Yeah.
It's awful hard for me to have her come and go. I want to grab her and kiss her so bad. But I know that's, you don't mess with another guy's wife. Just like you hope nobody messes with your wife. But I don't know. It's hard. It's hard when you're by yourself. But you should be able to do better than I'm doing though. I don't eat. I don't want to eat. I don't have anything that I really like. So I just say I'm not hungry and forget it. Well, let's see. Now maybe I can drink that other. Stand up there. Take a drink, yes. Get a for insure.
Remember you telling me one time about you and Uncle Johnny going swimming at the river.
Yep, that was a no-no for sure.
You weren't allowed to go down there and swim?
Huh?
You weren't supposed to go down there?
No.
No.
It was, about 15 miles from the house.
Yeah, I'm sure Grandma didn't like that much.
Ride the bicycles down there. And, it was a hot day, so we decided we're gonna swim a little bit, which was fine up in the shallow end. But then we was going from the shallow end through the deep part to the shallow end again. And I was riding a tree that was floating along. And all of a sudden the tree decided to roll over. And I had to roll with it. And when I fell off of it, I didn't know what to do. So, but I managed to grab the tree anyhow and get back on it. I guess that's and that part of the river was probably about 15, 20 foot deep. I wasn't going to be able to touch bottom, but I got back on the log and floated to the other end, got out and went home. And told Johnny if he ever told anybody, I'd beat the tar out of him.
Uncle Johnny was always a character.
Huh?
Uncle Johnny was always a character.
Yeah, that's the first time he ever went out there fishing with me. He didn't like to fish. He didn't like to hunt. Complete opposite of me.
Yeah, he was more of a bookworm.
He didn't like to just go out and into the woods and walk around. I like to go out there and get rabbits or squirrels for supper.
How old were you when you went hunting the first time?
Huh?
How old were you when you went hunting the first time?
About 6, I think.
Grandpa took you?
Huh?
Grandpa took you hunting?
Yeah. I've been going out to the pasture with him quite often, and he had a 22. That's back when you could use a 22. And he took me out to this Yopon brush and told me to get in it. So I crawled down into it where I could and sat there and waited. Of course, we got out on the stand before it got daylight. I was sitting there and the deer were coming right up the trail, right toward where I was sitting. I shot and the deer ran about 50 yards over toward the road. So that's 50 yards I didn't have to carry it. But no, it was my growing up, I liked it. stayed out on the golf course and find balls and sell them back to the golfers or carry their bags for them, or just walk along with them and help them find their ball when they knocked it out in the rough. But back then, I would do anything to make any money. I worked, mowed yards. I took a guy's, helped him with his parakeets. I worked at a filling station. Just about anything that'd make a little money. Back then, I'd make a whopping 50 cents an hour. Hardly ever an 8-hour stretch, but mowing the yards, I think it took me 2 hours, so I'd make a whole dollar. Then I got to work at the filling station. And then I was working more hours. Now kids don't even bother to go to work or get married or anything resembling a family. But that's the way things are.
Did you want more kids?
Huh?
Did you want more kids than you had?
No, because I really couldn't afford them. I was working, most of the time I was working 2 jobs. Then when I volunteered for the sheriff's department, I would spend most of my time out patrolling. I enjoyed that too. If it paid a little more money then, I'd probably retired from the police or the state troopers. As it is, I ain't retired for nothing. Oh. Okay.
You need the
Yes.
paper towels?
Huh?
You need the paper towels? You want the paper towels?
Well, I gotta go in there, so we're gonna have to cut it short now.
Okay.
And we won't say on TV or on camera what I gotta do.
Okay. We can do more tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow?
Okay.
Does that work?
That'll work.
Okay.
If I can get up now, I'll go. For recording, gotta go tinkle.
Oh.